Hello, ARMY. Welcome back to the Taekook Spotlight channel. Have you ever come across a BTS video that at first seemed like an edit or an impossible translation, but upon further investigation, it turned out to be the members' original words? Today, we'll be discussing some moments with Taehyung and Jungkook that have been the subject of discussion among fans for years. Not because of rumors, not because of theories, but because their own words and interactions often sound so unusual that many find them hard to believe when first heard. But keep in mind, this video is meant to discuss moments that have occurred and how fans have responded to them, not to force any particular conclusion on anyone. Let's get started. When discussing Taekook videos, one thing happens over and over again. Many subtitles or translations seem absurd at first. Some fans even think they're too far-fetched to be true. What's interesting, though, is that after many people double-checked the original sources, searched for full video clips, and compared various translations, often, they discover that the words were actually said. One frequently discussed example is when Jungkook mentioned the term Taekook and explained that the name was a combination of Taehyung and Jungkook. That simple moment may seem ordinary to some, but for many fans, it became one of the interactions they remember to this day. There was also a moment that surprised many viewers when Taehyung introduced Jungkook as his friend, and Jungkook was seen jokingly questioning the introduction. The reactions of both of them at that time gave rise to various interpretations from fans, especially because their expressions were considered quite interesting to observe. Meanwhile, in one of the live broadcasts that was also frequently discussed, Taehyung and Jungkook said a sentence that was translated as "we can't be friends." This sentence immediately sparked much discussion among ARMYs, especially because the context and their expressions at the time were considered to add to the uniqueness of the moment. Of course, one of the things that most often catches fans' attention is how the two members complement each other. In 2018, for example, Taehyung wrote a letter to Jungkook that later became one of the most talked about letters among fans. In the letter, Taehyung sent birthday wishes and warm words to Jungkook. Many fans were touched because the letter showed genuine concern between two friends who had grown together over the years. Similar sentiments were also seen on other occasions when Jungkook spoke about Taehyung. When the members were asked to describe Taehyung's hidden charms, Jungkook gave a rather unique answer. Instead of discussing Taehyung's humor or personality, as some of the other members did, Jungkook instead highlighted Taehyung's good looks. And if we look back at their journey over the years, compliments about Taehyung's visuals have been a recurring theme in Jungkook's comments. Speaking of touching moments, many fans also still remember when Taehyung once called Jungkook part of his family. This statement left a deep impression on many ARMYs because it demonstrated the importance of the friendship and closeness they had built since their trainee days. On another occasion, when the members were asked to write dedications to each other, Jungkook delivered a message that impressed many. He described Taehyung as someone who exceeded his expectations, a statement that made Taehyung smile and earned praise from the other members for being so sincere. Then there's a moment from the 2021 winter package that's still often talked about today. Upon hearing his own recorded message, Taehyung looked embarrassed when he said that he thought Jungkook had one of the best voices he'd ever heard. Meanwhile, Jungkook seemed touched by those words. Simple interactions like this often bring a warm feeling to fans when they reminisce about their journey with BTS. It doesn't stop there. One of the most frequently discussed moments occurred during the 2019 winter package. At that time, Jungkook wrote a lyric quote in Taehyung's diary. Many fans then discussed the meaning behind the lyric choice, especially after seeing Taehyung's reaction, which seemed quite surprised when he realized what Jungkook was writing. As usual, various interpretations emerged, although the true meaning is of course known only to them. In 2020, an interaction on Weverse also attracted attention. When a fan asked how Jungkook was doing, Taehyung gave an answer that immediately caught the attention of many ARMYs. That moment then became one of the most frequently discussed topics by fans for months. But perhaps one of the most entertaining moments was when a fan called Taehyung very handsome during Jungkook's live broadcast. Instead of simply agreeing with the comment, Jungkook went into a long explanation about how attractive Taehyung's visuals were in his opinion. He discussed how Taehyung looked good from every angle, how his photos always looked amazing, and how he sometimes felt amazed by Taehyung's face. That moment is still often quoted today, as it's considered a genuine display of admiration from a friend. Similar sentiments have been echoed in numerous interviews and other content. Jungkook has repeatedly mentioned that Taehyung was one of the people who helped him become more open and confident. He even explained that Taehyung played a crucial role in helping him get through his early days as a shy and introverted trainee. Because of this, many fans see their relationship as one of the most compelling friendships in BTS's history. Ultimately, whether or not these moments have any meaning is something only they themselves know. But one thing is undeniable: their various interactions have provided many warm, funny, and memorable moments that fans still cherish to this day. And perhaps that's why so many videos of Taehyung and Jungkook continue to garner attention year after year. It's not that everyone shares the same view, but rather that everyone sees something different in the same interaction. Some fans see it as an example of a truly strong friendship. Others admire how they grew together from a young age to become the globally recognized figures they are today. There are also those who simply enjoy the funny, spontaneous moments that happen unplanned. What's interesting is that many moments initially deemed too impossible to be real actually come from actual recordings, official live broadcasts, interviews, or previously released content. This is what often surprises fans when they double-check the original source. However, at the same time, it's important to understand that a single statement or interaction doesn't always mean the same thing to everyone. A sentence that one person considers ordinary can feel very special to another. That's why discussions among ARMYs often get so long and full of different perspectives. Over the years, Taehyung and Jungkook have displayed countless moments that demonstrate their respect, support, and care for each other. From their trainee days, debut, world tours, and even their careers as global artists, fans have witnessed how their relationship has evolved over time. We also can't forget that their lives unfold under the spotlight almost every day. Many moments were captured, but of course, there are many more experiences known only to the participants and those closest to them. Therefore, when discussing viral videos or translations, perhaps the best approach is to enjoy what is actually seen and heard while respecting the members' privacy. Not everything needs to have a definitive answer, and not every interaction has to end with the same conclusion. In fact, one of the things that makes BTS's journey so fascinating is how every fan can find different inspiration from the same story. Some learn about hard work. Others learn about loyalty. Others learn about friendship and support that endures through the years despite challenges. Ultimately, regardless of how each person interprets these moments, one undeniable fact is that Taehyung and Jungkook have created countless memories that will remain in the hearts of fans around the world. Simple moments that may only last a few seconds often become memories that are talked about years later. A glance, a quick joke, a sincere compliment, or a simple message can leave a far greater impression than imagined. And perhaps that's why their old videos are still rewatched to this day. Not merely to seek answers, but to reminisce about the long journey they've traveled together as part of BTS. After all, the most important thing is to appreciate the members' work, effort, and happiness. Because at the end of the day, no matter how we view the moments that have happened, they are still individuals who deserve the respect, support, and privacy of their fans. So, ARMY, it's your turn. Of all the Taehyung and Jungkook moments you've seen over the years, which one is the most memorable and still resonates with you today? Was there a particular interaction that you found the funniest, most heartwarming, or most surprising when you first saw it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We always love reading perspectives and favorite memories from ARMY members around the world. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest videos from Taekook Spotlight. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay strong, continue supporting BTS in a positive way, and see you in the next video.